Hi, my name is Rezel Transfiguration, and I'm going to be talking about advocacy for arts education. Across the nation, countless schools are experiencing budget cuts that lead to the removal of arts in their education system. This has left a major impact on arts educators and staff, specifically in Los Angeles County schools and schools in New York. The lack of arts education has led individuals to work together as a community to act towards the issue, fighting for arts as cultural activism. The arts plays a major role in the intellectual development of youth. With the inclusion of arts in the education system, students are exposed to various styles of learning that expands their styles of thinking and improves their creative thinking. The many types of literacy allow individuals to communicate in various forms, while also amplifying the diversity of the worldviews. The different types of literacy could bring different ways of communication to society. These various means of communication break through the restrictions in which individuals could grow to understand one another and their ideas. This is beneficial in that our means of communication allows for more diversity and greater networking between individuals. One significant type of literacy that is more widespread today is social media. Specifically, through social media literacy, every individual could communicate and grow an understanding of one another's views. The interconnections between individuals and social media leads to a direct expansion of worldviews in society. Our literacy skills bring significance in our everyday practices, which may impact the directions of social change. Incorporating art into education could benefit students in their academic knowledge. Arts could also bring a beneficial impact to an individual's life in their society. Literacy skills that are used in everyday practices stem from ideas that we learn in our youth. Although many recognize literacy as the ability to read and write, the meaning of literacy expands past this basic ability. Being able to apply our ideas to societal concepts are what brings significance to our literacy skills. Schools like Los Angeles County High School for Arts, as seen on the right, focuses on the application of arts and has set a driving force in the educational community. Our literacy skills are used in everyday practices, specifically in the ways we think. From youth, we learn to apply our ideas to societal standards and concepts. By applying these ideas, we bring ourselves a better understanding of society, which allows us to direct society towards a beneficial state of change. Stakeholders of Los Angeles County Schools explain that the removal of arts education may negatively affect the way students develop in regards to their ways of thinking and communication, confidence, or overall creativity. Arts in education could bring positive changes to youth's learning. The infographic to the right reveals that 9 out of 10 Americans believe that arts are a crucial part of education. Removing arts from the education system may limit students in their well-roundedness, bringing them to be strong in core subjects, but lacking the creative thinking that often comes from arts. The statistics to the right reveal that arts are least funded in the education system. The biggest funding gap, as seen in the infographic, is a lack of an arts teacher in various elementary schools. This could bring the education system to remove arts programs from schools in its entirety, which would limit students from their ways of practicing creative thinking, as well as increasing the concentration of core subjects. Opposing stakeholders, also in Los Angeles County, have worked towards removing arts from their curriculum with advocacy from community members and the education system. Opposing stakeholders have argued that arts in education is restrictive for students in building their core academic skills. Schools in Los Angeles County argue that budget cuts in arts education positively impact other academics, allowing school districts to prioritize those core subjects such as math and science. Jessica Bogdanovich, in her dissertation, "The Degree to Which Arts Education Affects Student Achievement in Urban Schools," argues that the removal of arts in the education system could allow for students to prioritize their efforts to receive higher scores and focus on expanding their knowledge in more important subjects. Furthermore, Bogdanovich claims that the lack of educators for arts reveals its clear lack of importance. Advocates for art in education explain that by applying students' educational art experience to outside activities, students have increased awareness regarding the art that they analyze. Increasing their awareness and expanding their knowledge in the arts realm could also improve their connections with other students, as stated before. This could establish a high self-esteem, which connects their ability to communicate well with other students. In Chapter 2, Creating Art, Creating Citizens, Arts Education as Cultural Activism, author Maggie Fishman shares her understanding of the issue from personal experiences. As a similar stakeholder located in New York, Fishman speaks about her personal experiences as a student within the arts program. She argues that youth exploration and art inquiry allows their mind to expand on the process of invention and creativity, bringing a positive development in their literacy skills. An individual's literacy skills may improve with their exploration in art. With the improvement of their literacy skills, an individual can improve in their academic performance, as described in the infographic. Although there are various ways in which one's academic performance could improve, arts have one of the most positive correlations for these factors, including helping children with learning difficulties and grades. As stated before, arts and education are beneficial for one's literacy skills. This is not restricted to their ability to read and write. These literacy skills could include their creativity and ways of learning. Each of these factors has a positive impact on individuals in regard to expanding their knowledge towards invention and imagination. Statistics have shown that reading and language skills have a positive association with arts education, benefiting students from youth. According to these statistics to the right, the majority of employers agree that arts have various benefits in regard to individuals' literacy skills. This includes their communication and problem-solving skills. Employers claim that individuals' involvement in arts education could bring a positive impact on the global economy. Arts is beneficial for youth both inside and outside of the classroom. Although arts is often recognized to be beneficial for students in their core subject skills, the arts could expand their thinking in ways that allow for quicker comprehension of various topics. In their personal lives, the arts could benefit youth in their self-esteem and development, rooting from their creative thinking. The stakeholders from schools in Los Angeles County agree that the lack of arts in the education system for students could restrict these students from reaching their potential in creativity. In their article, Does Participation in Music and Performing Arts Influence Child Development?, E. Michael Foster and Jade B. Marcus Jenkins both explain that music rests on underlying mathematical principles, but whether exposure to music would improve children's understanding of these principles in application to more explicitly mathematical tasks is presumed but not demonstrated. The infographic shows that music programs are one of the least supported programs by families and schools. In some school districts, these low statistics are a result of the lack of prioritization for arts programs in the education system. Although it is not a problem to prioritize core subjects, the lack of prioritization for arts could limit the possibilities for students in their creative development. As seen in the infographic, there has been a cut in arts education in over 80% of American school districts. The lack of arts programs in the education system could prevent students from exploring their potential in later grades. This is given by the statistics since 1982 that students of a minority ethnicity lack the opportunities for arts in their schools. These students are restricted from getting crucial skills that could be used in the future. Educating students through art could bring beneficial knowledge to these individuals regarding expansive topics such as civic engagement. Barbara Jacoby, in her article, Educating Students for Civic Engagement, What the Arts Have to Do with It, explains that the General Social Survey found strong evidence that individuals with indirect or direct exposure to arts are more engaged in civic activities, have higher level of social tolerance, are more likely to participate in civic and community associations and demonstrate behaviors respectful of the interests of others. Looking at the statistics in the infographic to the right, only 28% of individuals believe that arts could bring social change. Arts as literacy could expand one's knowledge and use of creative skills that could benefit their society. With the removal of arts in education, individuals from youth could be limited in their understanding of how they could support the change in their society or to advocate for supported beliefs and ideas. There are various ways in which society could benefit from the arts. As young individuals engage in their school's art programs, they prepare themselves to apply their skills in society to bring an impact. This could include topics such as technology, politics, or even health and wellness. While students must focus on core subjects in education, applying the concept of art could bring a new perspective and understanding for certain topics for youth. In her article, A Systems View, The Role of Art in Education, Julia Marshall highlighted one student, Libby, and her artistic ideas in conceptualizing the woods. Student Libby was able to expand her ideas in her view of nature, connecting her thoughts of life to the way things in nature live. Marshall's research of Libby reveals a clear example of how students can apply literacy skills that they gain from arts education in their community. Students improve their creative thinking in their arts programs, which could be applied in course subjects. Not only does this benefit their success in other subjects, but these critical skills can be used in everyday life. Although removing arts programs from schools will not prevent students from gaining these skills, their potential is limited and their perspectives may remain closed-minded. Arts education has a positive impact on students in their life outside of school, benefiting their experiences in society as leaders and citizens. As a stakeholder for arts in education, Julia Marshall, as mentioned earlier, states that the capacity of visual imagery and expression has the ability to engage a young person in investigation and learning, which is a primary reason for doing arts-based inquiry into academic subjects. Applying arts in educational opportunities allow for students to gain social experience to grow into leaders. This can be applied in various types of activism in that individual's community. Advocating for their ideas and beliefs, individuals practice their creative thinking and communication skills to benefit the party in which they're advocating for. The benefits of arts education could be as simple as increasing the likelihood of winning a school science fair or as big as graduating college. These skills that students gain from their experiences in an arts program is substantial to their overall wellness as individuals. Statistics reveal that arts does not only benefit students in the art program, but in their future endeavors from graduation to career bonuses.